just because you've mastered dead bugs doesn't mean you can go straight to leg lifts. That is a really huge jump in the ab world progression. So what I want you to think about here is how you can challenge your abs to get the most out of the exercise instead of skipping to something that's probably a little too hard and you're gonna feel it later in your back. So do you ever do leg lifts or any hard abdominal exercises and you feel them in your neck, you feel them in your back, you feel them in your hip flexors, but you don't really feel a whole lot later in your abs? And that's because you jumped to an exercise that was too hard. And so you had all these other muscles that had to kick in a little too much to help. So let's talk about a progression. All right, so you're bored of dead bugs. I get that. They can be a little slow. But I want you to think about taking that dead bug and you can progress it to things like a foot slide where you're coming in and out while kind of hovering your leg. So I'm not lifting fully up, but I am unweighting my legs about 50% and my toes are taking some of the weight. So you can take that into your dead bugs. You can go up for like a half tabletop leg position. And in that you can do some knee dropouts where you're holding this leg up, holding a nice brace to your abs, and you're dropping that leg out and back in. Okay, so half tabletop, drop out, back in, and that is gonna maybe give you even more of a burn than going straight into big leg lifts will. Okay, so give that a try. Another progression that you can do is coming into that dead bug position. You can bring your leg out straight, and then you can think about sliding out and sliding back in. So you are challenging this more long lever position, but you're not going all the way to a full lift. This is going to allow you to keep really great transverse abdominal, those deep abdominal muscles is going to really help you keep that great engagement instead of seeing that bread loaf popping up rectus happening. So check for that. So if you go to do leg lifts and you pop up with some rectus doming, the leg lifts are too hard and you need to make it easier. And making it easier can be done several ways. So dragging that foot, moving a knee out, starting with bent legs and going from there, or starting with maybe one leg out straight and then keeping the other one bent, and then you can alternate. So you can spice it up however you like. So there's a bunch of ideas, but just be sure that the ab work you're doing is not too hard.